What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today's we'll be talking about the best super wheel spins farm in Forza Horizon 5, how to get super wheel spins extremely quickly and easily. And of course, guys, I have made a video about this quite a while ago, and since then a bunch of people have been blowing up my comments asking me to make a new revisited video, and that's exactly what I'll be doing today. And if you guys want to stay up to date with any further updates related to super wheel spins, glitches, tutorials, giveaways and more in Forza Horizon 5, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers and it would mean a lot. And right now, if you guys look at the description, we're actually giving away 300 million credits, so feel free to go in and check that out. But I'll be getting started, guys, and the first thing I'll be talking about is what's involved with this method and what you'll need. So in terms of cars, there are a few different cars you can use. One of which that is the best for this is going to be the Hoonigan Hoonicorn V2. Now the one disadvantage about this car is it's quite difficult to get. The reason is because it's around 10+ million credits on the auction now, so if you don't already have it, it's not going to be a very viable option. The one thing that makes this car so good is the fact that not only is it very good at drifting and getting skill points in general, it actually has an 8x car mastery perk, which allows you guys to build up skill multipliers extremely quickly. You guys can see I have almost 1 million skill points, very high level, 900 million credits, 3 of all rare cars. It's because I'm on a modded account from MitchCactus.co. Feel free to go and check out the website, guys. There'll be a link in the top description in the pinned comment. We can provide you a new pre-med account or even mod your currently existing personal account. Now if you guys don't have that car, other cars that are very valid options are all the Formula Drift cars. They have ×7 skill multipliers, so still very good options. In terms of tuning, in terms of upgrades, I literally just upgraded mine. I didn't really put much of a tune on it. It's not necessary for these drift oriented cars, but once you have your car sorted, regardless of which car you use, again, it's very imperative you guys upgrade all these car mastery perks, as they're essential to be able to building up chains much quicker, which is going to get you skill points and in turn super wheel spins much faster. Now in terms of where you guys want to go in the map, there are various locations you can drift in to be able to get skill points, but the number one best spot, in my opinion, and the very common consensus of the community for in terms of farming skill points, is going to be the aerodrome drag strip. It's very long, it's very straight, and of course has multiple objects that can be destroyed for additional skill points. So of course, once you guys get here, what you want to do is very simple and straightforward. You pretty much just want to drift up and down this huge strip, and you want to hold a pretty good pattern. So you want to go in and out with the same drifting motion, essentially doing like an infinity type logo in terms of how you're making your drift pattern, if you guys know what I mean, and you'll start to build up skill points extremely quickly. Now one thing you also can do is destroy these posts on the side. You'll get slightly extra or a few extra skill points for doing so. It's nothing too major, but everything does contribute. Now you guys want to go and do laps consecutively, and when you want to stop is when your skill points are around 45,000 on screen. Now of course it does depend on which skill multiplier or what skill multiplier your car has, and of course how quickly you're drifting and how many skill points you're getting, but pretty much you guys will see. I'm going to stop here in a second just to show you guys how much further the skill points will continue to build up. So I'm going to stop here at 46,000. It's most likely going to go well over 70,000, as the reason this occurs is because you guys are actually getting skill points faster than what the animation can reflect on screen. Now if your car is a ×7 skill multiplier, the number on top has to stop at 72,000 for you guys to get 10 skill points in one chain, and 10 skill points is the most you can get in one chain. So once you guys start going over 72,000 in a car with a 7x multiplier, you're essentially wasting your time because you only still get 10 skill points. Now you guys can see I actually wasn't drifting the whole time. When I drove here, I wasn't getting skill points as fast, so it actually didn't go as high up as it typically would go, but you guys can see the point I'm trying to make. If you're in a car with an 8x skill multiplier, it's around 61,000 skill points you have to hit in order to be able to get the maximum 10 skill points in one chain. One thing that is also very imperative for saving time and being more efficient is you don't want to sit there and wait until your chain ends at the end of the time, or once you guys stop drifting, as it's going to waste a lot of time where you could be drifting. So as soon as you guys feel like you're at the point where you have around 10 skill points in one chain, all you need to do is go up to one of these events and prompt the entering and escape instantaneously after, and you'll see your skill chain will instantly end and these skill points will be banked. So when it's aerodrome drag strip, enter event, back out, get back to drifting, that'll instantly bank your skill points, and you guys will be able to see that on screen if you guys had under 1,000 skill points. I'm on a mod account with over 1 million, so you can't keep gaining skill points because you're over the actual cap in the game, so the animation doesn't show on screen, but you guys, when you try this for yourself, you'll see exactly what I mean. So now that you've got the skill points, easily around 600 to 800 skill points per hour, you probably want to know how to convert them into super wheel spins, and there are a few different ways to do it. So if you guys are VIP or you have the car pass, it's a lot easier. It's a little bit pay to win sort of with how Forza have done it. And there's one car in particular, it's a Ferrari GTC for Lusso 2017. You guys can get this car off the auction house very easily for around 100,000 credits, if not less, because very little people actually bid on these cars. You guys will see once I find it here. The main thing you got to keep into account though is that sometimes you'll find that these cars have already had the perks used, and if they have, you actually won't be able to use them again. So you guys want to use a few things to be able to mitigate how many cars you're finding have had the perks used. And an example of that is not looking to buy cars with a duplicate seller. If you see one seller listing up 5 to 10 or even 3 plus at once, he's obviously doing this, he's releasing the cars to try to get some credits back, and is most likely use the perks. Again, you want to have a stock painter and tuner, you want to look at the car hasn't even been used. If I were to go one, I would probably say this car would be a good example. Stock painter, stock tuner, doesn't seem like to be a duplicate seller, and the car looks like it hasn't ever even been driven. And you guys will see the perks are very good on these cars. Like I said, if you're buying them out, it's around 150,000 credits each time, but if you bid, it's around 40,000. Like I said, it actually is very surprisingly easy to bid on these cars that are car pass exclusive, as not many people buy them. 25,000 credits will give you a little bit of money back that you spent getting the car. You get one normal wheel spin, you can get XP if you want, and you also get one super wheel spin. Now of course, if you guys don't have VIP and you want to know a good car to use, another very good example is actually to go in and be using this one car in particular, the Nissan Fairlady Z. Now of course, the same principle applies. If you guys find a car where the perks already been used, you won't be able to use them again. But realistically, if you're using the method I previously stated, around 8 out of 10 times you'll find the perks have not been used. So overall, it is very profitable long term. Those are fairly cheap, as well as a Ferrari, and you guys will see I have a few in my garage. I can show you the perks exactly as they have, and it's very lucrative in terms of the perks they have. An easy super wheel spin right off the bat. Now there are a fair few other methods you guys can use. This one's very cheap in terms of skill points. As you guys can see, it costs 6 skill points for the one super wheel spin. There are many other cars you guys can use. I made a video a few days ago specifically just talking about 7-8 cars you guys can use. So if you want to check that out, feel free to go and do so. But I wanted to show 2 of the best cars you can for if you have VIP and if you don't have car pass, just so anyone can use this. Anyone can have a lot of profit by doing so. So you guys can see I'm going to go and open up a few super wheel spins as I wrap up this video. But that's mostly going to wrap it up for this one. Hope you guys all enjoy. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on. And comment down below what you guys thoughts were on this video. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you all so much for watching.